but this ain't a game to him. You could be a Bradley's baddie too. You could be a Bradley's baddie too. So join Jovan and get your critical cap on. 'Cause there's a Bradley's baddie inside of me and you.
What's up? What's up? What's up? No, that's not me singing the theme song. It's my friend Frank. Hi, chat. Welcome back to stream. My name is Jovan Bradley. Welcome in. I hope everybody had a good couple of days. Sorry I haven't been here. I was depressed. But we're here now. We're here now. And part of what we're going to do here is yell at conservatives because, oh boy, is there nothing more fun than yelling at conservatives. First and foremost, everybody, I hope you understand. Ah! That was so loud. Anyway, we're going to do some housekeeping before we get started with stream. First of all, Ferocity, Blue Pen, Purple Pen, and King Puff, congratulations on being the first ones into Twitch chat today. Shout out to you guys. Second of all, if you want to support the stream, guys, there's a couple of ways you can support the stream. The biggest way to support the stream, Cash App and Venmo, the names are there. My names are there right there. That directly goes to the call-in studio lines that we can keep the call-in lines open. Call-in line that I just opened right there.
You are connected as the host. Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the call-in studio web interface.
So yeah, if you want to support the tips are your direct way to help support keeping the call-in lines open. Solace Fennec, thank you for resubscribing for 3 months at tier 1. Thank you so much, friend. Other ways you can support the show is by super chats. We do read all the super chats at the end of stream. So if you send a super chat, those will get read. When it comes to mutual aid requests, they haven't been denied. I just haven't had a chance to like sit down and go through them. If you put one in, you need to use the link in my link tree to the mutual aid form. That's where I need them sent, and then we post mutual aid stuff. I just have to get better at actually like sitting down, reading through them, making the posts, and then actually posting them. So yeah, so hey guys, hey. Hey. Topics today. MAGA is a fascist movement. The Christian God is evil and you can't prove he's real. ICE is anti-American. Why do you still support Trump? Trans men and women are men and women, and pro-choice. Those are our topics today. While we hang out, I'm gonna be playing Pokemanes. Because I found that when I have Pokemon in my background and I'm playing it while we're hanging out and doing stuff, it helps me focus more. Lines are open if you want to call in. The lines are now open. That's such a funny comment. Jovan is so fascist, he makes his callers use pronoun. If they don't, he doesn't let them debate. Wow. Cool. Is McDonald's fascist? Because I don't know if that comment is supposed to be a joke or not. But is McDonald's fascist because they make you wear shirts and shoes in their restaurant? And if you don't, they'll ask you to leave. Is that fascist? Any interest in playing Ball X Pit? I don't know what that is. But if it's gonna take over my Pokemon time, no. Nope, because I will be forced to use pronouns. I will be forced to use pronouns. I will be forced to use pronouns. You can't make this shit up, bro. You really can't. You really can't make this shit up. Fuck! Conservatives are fucking stupid. You can't make this shit up, dude. My God. Whaley Whiny, thank you so much for subscribing with your Amazon Prime for 10 months. Thank you. Over on Twitch. Shout out to you. Ash Ketchum over Jovan. Oh my God, true. You were all in for vaccine mandates. I think businesses are allowed to decide whether or not you need a vaccine to work there, yes. Other than that, there were no mandates. You were not legally required to get the vaccine. You're just a child. Wow. You're using the pronouns not as language. No, it's being used as language, you fucking idiot. Dude, this is hilarious. This is one of the funniest commenters I've ever seen. Now, why I updated my Pokemon and now my Switch is not showing up on my thing here. The language. Yo, MAGA is steady triggered, dude, all the time. Oh my God, OSHA mandates. How terrifying. Wow. Was it illegal to not get the vaccine? Yes or no? You didn't answer that question, did you? Yeah, you know what? I'm absolutely fascist, yeah. I'm fascist to all conservatives, absolutely. Fuck, I don't go fuck. The rest of the civilized world use pronouns all the time. I hate to tell that person, most languages have pronouns. I don't know what to tell you. Don't be a baby about it, I guess. They're always fucking children, dude. What the fuck happened? Like, I don't always just put my Switch on my desk, but like it was working. I updated Pokemon and now it's not showing up on my capture card anymore. It being illegal is irrelevant. The government forced companies. Could companies do testing? Yes or no? Could companies do testing? I'll answer it for you. The answer is yes. So it wasn't forced, you stupid idiot. You fucking moron. Fucking baboon. Ozda Walosi, thank you for the bits over on Twitch. This song, it's called Fog Blossom. testing didn't matter because the vaccine did not stop transmission. It's not what I fucking asked you, dumbass. But I see processing isn't fucking great for you. J Cabbage, thank you for the jewels. I don't know what they do on YouTube, but thanks for it. T-Cham Clam, thank you so much for the gifted sub over on Twitch. It's fine. I love when MAGA is hashtag redacted. You asked an irrelevant question. No, I didn't. You're just a fucking moron. I asked you, could companies sub out the vaccine for testing? You fucking idiot. And the answer is yes. Because the vaccine wasn't forced on anyone, save for like government employees, which the government can tell government employees whatever the fuck they want to do. This is an Antifa stream? Yeah, I'm the leader of Antifa, actually. Do you want me spending too much time with Jimmy? Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit. What's the difference between socialism and capitalism? Are they the same? No. No, they're completely antithetical to each other. What are my Antifa dues? Everybody who wants to be a member of Antifa has to send me $5 right now. If you send me $5 right now, I'll guarantee your membership to Antifa. Guess I gotta take my Switch out of the fucking dock. What's going on? So if you want to be Antifa, send me $5 right now, and I'll mark you as members of Antifa. Antifa. Leo, thank you for the Venmo, but that's not enough to guarantee your membership into Antifa. JD, thank you for the Venmo for your Antifa membership. Shout out you. Welcome to Antifa. Auntie Tifa. Citra, thank you for gifting 1 sub over on Twitch. Victoria, thank you for joining Antifa. Fascism comes from the left is the fucking dumbest shit I've ever heard. Cabbage, thank you for your membership to Antifa. It's yours now. Welcome in. You're officially an Antifa. Motherfuckers who say fascism comes from the left might be the stupidest people I've ever heard. They might be like, they might be so stupid that I don't think their brain processes information correctly. Samantha, thank you for the Antifa membership. Levi, thank you for the Antifa membership. B. Renisi, thank you for the Antifa membership. I want a cabinet position? Sure, you can be on the Antifa cabinet. You're ignorant of history, yeah, because Mussolini was totally fucking left-wing, right? When Mussolini shot down worker rights and destroyed unions, yeah, that was the most left-wing thing he's ever done. Yeah, totally. The left, which is typically the side of worker rights, yeah, totally. And Hitler, oh boy, biggest left-wing of all time. Don't even get me started on Franco, right? Fucking idiots, dude. They're so stupid. They're so stupid, dude. Yeah, it's not like Hitler and Mussolini worked very closely with like the capitalist powers to make sure those capitalists stayed in power. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely not like that happened. Yeah. Wolf. Oh boy. Wow. I want to be Antifa mascot. Anybody who thinks Hitler was actually a socialist is an idiot. Mussolini was a socialist until he left the worker movement of Italy to join in with the fascists. Stupid. Franco was not a socialist, you fucking idiot. Fuck, dude. These people are stupid as fuck. Like, actually stupid. Jennifer, thank you for your Antifa membership. Welcome. Welcome to Antifa. You are a liar. Okay, let's just do this real quick. Let's just do this really quickly. Just so quick. So quick. Just so quick. So quick. And I as much as I hate using Google's AI overview, let's just use it to make our lives a little simpler, okay? First question. Was Franco a socialist? No, Francisco Franco was not a socialist. Holy shit, bro. Who would have fucking guessed, except all of us? Let's check the next person. Was Hitler a socialist? Let's find out. No, Adolf Hitler was not a socialist. Oh my God, holy shit, guys. What? Whoa. Oh my God, whoa. Who would have guessed, except everybody with a fucking brain? Now let's just check. Was Mussolini a socialist? What? He was a prominent socialist in his early political career before renouncing the ideology and founding the anti-socialist far-right fascist movement. Wow. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Who would have guessed that? Oh my God. Who would have guessed one Google search would have proven you wrong? Except for everybody with a fucking functional brain. Oh shit. Whoa. Goddamn. Fucking moron. Fucking stupid people today, dude. It's almost like trying to argue with somebody who actually studies fascism is probably not the greatest thing you want to do. But I get it, Henry. I get it. Those 6 subscribers on your YouTube must love hearing from you, dog. They must really love it. If you are pro-choice, you are pro-slavery. How the fuck are you going to defend that one? Yes, Henry, I love that your only retort is Jovan's a liar. Okay, great. Whoa. Oh my God. That's such an amazing response, Henry. Wow. I don't post shit. Even if you did, nobody would watch. Fucking stupid old fuck. God damn, go put some mustache oil on and shut the fuck up. God damn. What I would kill to have the confidence of an ugly ass white dude, bro. Like, it would be so great. God, life would be so much better. We are all Jovan. True. Jovan is the entirety of the LGBT. Oh my God. True. Am I an honorary LGBT? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love being an honorary LGBTQIA. I'm just a fucking boring old straight. Give me a second, chat. Let me put in all the Antifa memberships to the goals. I'm gonna change the goal. It's gonna be, wait, it's just gonna say live goal. Oh, what? There we go. And for the Twitch one, let's see where we're at. Dude, I got a headache already today. Okay, there we go. All right. We got somebody we got somebody in the queue, so we're going to bring them up. Coming on to the show, we have Chris. Now, Chris still supports Trump, but doesn't like Trump, but would rather essentially die than support a Democrat. Let's find out why Chris has this terrible take, and we'll see if we can't shake something loose. Chris, if you can hear me, could you provide your age and pronouns, please?
Yes, sir. 57. I am I guess a him, a man. I don't even understand pronouns, so I'm a man. 57-year-old white man.
Sure. Pronouns would just be words that we use in place of your name. So they're just words in place of a noun to refer to you.
No, you can just call me. You can just call me Chris.
Well,
That's my real name.
Well, in conversation, if someone's referring to you in the third person, it would be hard to refer to you as Chris in the third person. If they're doing it over and over again. So it's always just what do you prefer to be?
I can give you a name. Hold on. I can give you a name, but you're going to laugh at me.
We don't.
It's my nickname, Tootie.
It's not about the name, Chris.
I
It's not
know,
about the
right?
name, right? It's just the way someone refers to you, separate of your. It replaces the noun. So instead of saying Chris, which
Okay.
would be the noun, they would replace it with some type of gendered pronoun. And you've said you prefer he,
Okay,
him, which is fine.
He,
Yeah.
him. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry, dude. I'm so stupid about that shit, dude. I
No,
don't know nothing about it.
You're all right, Chris.
So,
You're all right.
yeah, look, I hate Trump. He's
Okay.
He's an arrogant bastard.
Okay.
But I just paid this morning $7.22 a gallon for my gas. Did you realize how long it's been since fuel has been at $7.22 a gallon? I'm happy with that. Inflation is low.
I'm sorry,
Groceries
wait, where do you
still
live?
high.
Where do you live?
I live in Western North Carolina.
Your gas is $7 a gallon?
$7.22.
Is that for diesel or
$7
for
No, regular gas.
your regular gas is $7?
Excuse me. I don't know why I got $7 on my mind. I'm sorry, $2.22.
Okay,
a gallon.
that makes a bit
I'm
more
sorry,
sense.
that's my fault, dude. I
Well,
just
we're in
got through
the.
with chemotherapy
You're fine. You're fine. I was
and my
very confused.
and my brain scrambled. Yeah, $2.22 a gallon. Our groceries are still high, but they're about the same as they were during the whole 4 years of Biden.
Okay, so really quickly, Chris, the reason gas is getting lower is because we're in the low season. We're in the slow season for gas. Gas always goes down at this time. Like November through March, gas tends to be cheaper. So Trump hasn't really done anything to make gas cheaper.
Okay, can you explain to me now? Can you explain to me? You claim that we're in the lower season, but we're in the season that people travel the most. So I think that you're wrong on that.
The holiday
People
traveling
travel
is
more
the
during
holiday.
Thanksgiving.
The holiday traveling is offset by the fact that less people travel during the rest of the month because it's cold.
Okay.
It's cold. It's
I get
snowing.
it.
People,
Well,
people tend not to leave the house as much.
Yeah, that's not true. I mean, that's just not true.
It is every year. Gas dips around this time.
I have never in at least I know of 8 years paid $7.22 a gallon for gas.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
We can argue the semantics about it all day long, but that's a bunch of. I mean, that's the lowest it's been in a long time, my friend.
Okay.
But that's not all I want to talk about. I also want to talk about inflation. Inflation is low, but groceries are high. I mean, they are high.
Not all inflation is low. Grocery inflation is still on the rise. Electricity inflation is on the rise. There's quite a few areas.
No, sir, not ours.
Yes.
Not ours.
So,
we pay $250 a month for our electricity bill and have, I don't know for how long, years. Our electricity is not rising.
Chris, you know that you're not indicative of the whole country, right?
Right. But I'm telling you
on
why
a whole,
I'm supporting Trump.
On the average, electricity is up 18%.
Bullshit.
It's not bullshit.
Not here, pal. Not in North Carolina.
Again, all you're telling me is what you see, right? I'm giving you the national average.
No, I'm telling you what I live.
Yes, that's just what you see.
It's not what I see.
That is what you see.
It's what I live.
What you live is just what you see. Yes.
Look, dude, you haven't got any
the price of your gas.
Room to call anybody stupid.
What?
If you believe that what I'm saying is not true.
I didn't
I'm
say.
telling you.
I didn't.
In the state of North Carolina,
Chris.
and
Chris, I didn't say that what you're paying for gas is not true, my guy. I said that, or for electricity, I said that on average, In the country, electricity costs are up 18%.
Well, I don't know where, but anyway, I'm glad.
In
I'm
the whole
glad it's
country.
not it's the whole country.
Yes. It's an average
Well,
of the whole country.
I mean, I get it. I get that you hate Trump. I don't like him either. I get that you hate him. And I wanted to also say, I don't think the left are fascists at all. I think they're a bunch of fucking communists.
Well, yeah, I am a communist, so what? What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah. You're just as fucking bad. There was just as many people killed under communism as there were fascism.
No, there weren't.
And I cannot wait, dude. I swear to God, I am so happy. New York State is going to go in the shitter, and or not New York State, New York, the city of New York is going into the shitter, man.
It won't.
I am so glad. I am so glad, dude. There's already fucking voter remorse.
There isn't voter remorse already. What are you talking about? No, there isn't.
He goes, I will tell you what I'm talking about. He goes on TV and says, remember when I told you to stop sending money?
Yeah.
Start sending it back.
Do you know how campaigns work, Chris?
Yeah.
So let me explain to you a little bit. Let me explain to you something really quickly about the interim. When you're voted in, then when you get placed into office. When you're voted in, okay, you have to hire staff to get stuff ready. And how does that staff get paid?
I guess through the candidates' money.
And how do the candidates get money? And how do the candidates get money to pay their staff? Through donations. It's through contributions from their constituents until they can get people. Well, this is standard. By the way, this is standard practice for every single candidate in any mayoral election, in any Senate election, in any governor election. They use campaign finances, which are made through contributions, through donations, to pay their staff in the interim until they get on payroll from the city or the state.
Well, let me ask you. I have one question, and then I want to go to something else. And then I know you have other callers, so I will definitely bow out. But how is it? And make this dummy explain. I'll tell you, I'm a dummy. I'm not the smartest man in the world. And I'm sure you're saying, yeah, that's true. But I mean, I'm not the smartest man in the world. I don't say that I am. But how is it that he wants to give free things to every? One, I can't wrap my, and this is what I can't. He wants to give free busing, free housing, free grocery, free.
He doesn't want to give free groceries. He doesn't want to give free housing.
Don't stop sending me money, because I got to pay my people.
Again, if
that
want,
doesn't fucking make any sense.
What do you mean? How do candidates raise money, Chris?
Well, it sounds to me. Like the people don't have any money.
Should the people that work for him just not get paid? Should the people who are doing all of this work,
how much money he's
got. Should the people who are doing all of this work so that the city can have a smooth transition from one administration to the next, they just shouldn't get paid?
I don't know. I don't know what the answer is to that. But
the answer is they should get paid, and the only way they do get paid is through contributions to the campaign. They get paid through campaign finance funds, which come from the voters who want that candidate and who support that candidate. That's literally how. Do you know when somebody runs a campaign and they have like a campaign manager? How do you think that campaign manager gets paid? It's through the donations given to the campaign.
Okay. All right. Touche. Number two, and this will be my last thing, and then I'll hang up. Kathy Hochul ain't giving Mamdani shit. She done said she ain't.
Okay.
This is going to cause, and also let me ask you about this as well. Would you like to see the so-called moderate Democrats primaried?
Would I want to see
in
the
the
moderate
Senate and in the
Democrats
House.
primaried? I'd prefer the moderate Democrats not be voted in.
Okay. All right. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that Democrats can win elections without independent voters?
Yes.
Okay. I don't. I don't believe that you can. That I don't believe either party can win without the independent vote. And so
I think there's enough people in each party that they can. Yeah.
And this is my point. You're headed for a civil war in your party. Whether you want to admit it or whether the mainstream media wants to, and it's going to be a big civil war. And I think you're going to win it. I think your side's going to win it. But if you think for one fucking minute that any independent is going to vote for the Democratic Party with a bunch of communists running the show, it ain't going to happen, Bubba. It just ain't going to happen. And I, for one, cannot wait. I would love to see the Democratic Party fall flat on its fucking face. I would love to see it.
Wow. Amazing.
I would.
Incredible.
Call me stupid. I mean, you called everybody else stupid on your program while I've been listening.
Phenomenal. So. Wow.
I do, man. I do. I wouldn't give a damn if there was a Democratic Party ever again.
Amazing.
I mean, I hate Republicans, most Republicans, and I hate Donald Trump, but not as bad as I hate Democrats.
Wow. Incredible.
You offer nothing. You don't offer. You offer a bunch of free shit, dude. I've already worked my life. I'm about ready to retire here soon. I don't need anything free. So what do you offer me?
Well, I mean, you're getting all of that money from your retirement.
Right. Guess what, motherfucker? I paid into that.
Yeah, but that's not money you earned. Not all that money is money you earned.
No, but
all the money in your retirement doesn't just come from you. You know that, right? That's all free money that you're getting.
Paid in,
you might have paid into it. It's still free money. You know that, right?
Well, you know what? I worked for it.
Okay,
so
it's actually that. Wait, let me just confirm. So it's not that people are getting free stuff. It's not that people are getting free stuff, right? You're upset that you're not.
65 years, dude.
Yeah, the people driving the buses for free are so. Chris, you know the people driving riding the free buses in New York would be working too, right? Why can't they utilize free stuff like you can if you work?
Well, they can. I mean, they're going to get all the free stuff in the world.
Then what's your issue? Chris, who cares? Chris, Chris, let me ask you a question. Are you so self-centered that someone getting something makes you mad?
Right, I am.
Okay, so you're just self-centered. You're just self-centered.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a you issue. That's a you issue, not an us issue.
And you don't offer me shit.
Yes,
you don't offer me nothing. Your party doesn't offer me nothing. I don't need anything free.
Chris, how much do you pay for your
every fucking thing that I have? I don't need free rent. I paid my rent. I paid my mortgage. I paid my house off. I don't need some communist limp dick to give me anything.
Chris, why do you hate other people so much?
I hate other people.
Yes, you do.
Per se, I hate Democrats.
Yes, you do.
I hate the Democrat Party.
Please answer my question. Why do you hate other people? Why do you hate other people, Chris? Why is other people flourishing so bad to you?
Flourishing?
Yes.
Do you call that flourishing? Government support? Bullshit. They're not flourishing.
The government supports you, Chris. The government is going to Chris.
When you get a job,
holy shit, Chris. Okay. Listen, I'm going to have to mute you occasionally because you don't know how to stop talking. The government is supporting you through your retirement. So again, Social Security, what you're going to receive when you retire is not just the money you paid into it. It's also money other people paid into it. So you also want government support and assistance. You want government support. Why do you get government support and nobody else does?
Years for it.
Chris, why do you get government support? Chris.
And by the way.
Okay, I'm muting you again. Why do you get I just muted you again because you don't know how to stop talking. Why do you get government support and nobody else does, Chris? When you go on Medicare at 65, guess who pays that? The rest of us. So you get government support, but we don't. You didn't pay the entire price. You didn't pay the entire price of it, Chris. You idiot. That's not how it works. It's not how that works.
When you got a lazy bum.
That's not how that works.
When you got a
Chris.
lazy bum.
Chris, you are the lazy bum. You are the lazy bum. Don't retire. Keep working. No. Don't retire, Chris. Keep working. Don't be lazy and retire. Don't be lazy now. And now that you've retired, you expect everybody else to pay for you. Keep working, Chris. Keep on doing it. Why now do you get to like take a break? No, you got to keep working like everybody else.
Because I can retire. It's 65 years.
You can retire because the reason you can retire, Chris, the reason you can retire, Chris, impulse control, the reason you can retire is because everybody else is paying for your ass. Because we realize that elderly people like yourself, who may not have made as much money, need support. So the rest of us continue to put into Social Security so you can enjoy a break. But now that we are like, oh, well, maybe we should also help us too. You're like, wham, 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 me. You're a child, Chris. I don't think you're ready to fucking retire. You see another kid with a ball on the playground and you lash out because you didn't get a fucking ball. That's embarrassing.
Let's talk about
Be an adult.
Let's talk about SNAP.
What about
Let's
SNAP?
talk about SNAP.
What about
Let's talk about one of the most fraudulent systems
no, it's not.
The government ever came up with.
Incorrect.
And
that
I
would
will
be
tell you why.
Muting you. That's a dumb thing to say. SNAP has 1% fraud, 11% misallocated payments, but those are always paid back. The fraud in SNAP is at 1%. You don't know what you're talking about, Chris. All you hear is Newsmax and Fox News talking points. The fraud in SNAP is 1%. So fuck all the other 99% of people that need it, right? Because you see 1% of fraud.
And here you go. Man, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck me because I have the actual facts behind me. Because I have the actual facts behind me, fuck me. It's because I have the actual facts behind it. 1% of fraud. SNAP has 1% of fraud. That's it. How you want to know the worst part? You want to know the worst part, Chris? You want to know the worst part? The predominant amount of people on SNAP are under the age of 18. You know that, right? But fuck them kids, right, Chris? You want to rip those? You want to rip the kid money, the food right out the kid's mouth, don't you, Chris? Because you're an asshole. Because you went, I didn't get free food, so why should they get free food? I hate to tell you this, Chris. You know what's the best way for us to flourish as a people? To give a shit about everybody else. I hate to break it to you. To give a shit about the rest of the people living in the country. You don't think like that, do you, Chris? You think, fuck those people. And this is what's so funny about people like you, people who support Trump, people who voted him in, people who love the Republican Party. You guys are me. I bet you're also fucking Christian too, aren't you? I bet money you're Christian, aren't you, Chris? Are you Christian? Are you Christian, Chris?
Do I sound Christian?
Do you support Christ?
Christian?
I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure you don't support Christ.
Dumbass.
Just making sure.
Well, you got all the facts. You answer it.
How would I have the facts about your personal life, you stupid fuck?
You're an ignorant.
How fucking dumb are you that you think I would have the facts about your personal life, stupid fuck? Hence why I asked you, dumbass. Because I ask questions. I don't assume, like you.
Man, dumbass.
Yes, you're a dumbass.
For ever having you.
Yes, you're
Your
stupid.
daddy should have shot you out the window.
I don't care, Chris.
You're
dumb.
worthless.
I don't care, Chris.
You
you're
are
stupid.
worthless.
I don't care.
You
You're dumb.
offer nothing.
I don't give a fuck.
To anybody.
I don't care.
So have a good
I don't give a fuck.
fucking day.
I don't care. Get the fuck out of here. You're an idiot. Honest to God, it's fucking... The Republican Party is filled with nothing but children, dude. Nothing but children. God damn, bro. Jovan, cursing and insulting is a sign of smaller. Eat dick. I don't give a fuck. God, you guys are such babies. Who cares? Oh my God, you insulted him. My ears, they're hurting. They're burning. Oh my God, how could you? Oh, my ears, fucking lick taint. God damn. I need you guys to stop being fucking babies. Oh my God, I heard a curse word on the internet. Fuck off. I don't give a shit. Like, what? Like, dude, come on, bro. I don't care. I love it. You like cat ears? I do too. Like, dude, it's so embarrassing. The Darwin Awards? Crazy. This is why y'all are the worst to argue, because you don't argue with factually insult. I said multiple facts to him. You're just a fucking idiot who doesn't listen. I don't give a fuck about insulting somebody as long as I address what they said. He said there's massive fraud in Snap. It's the most fraudulent government program. I corrected him with there's only 1% of fraud that occurs in Snap, which comes directly from the attorney generals who fucking analyze Snap every year to see how much fraud is there. But no, you're right. I definitely didn't bring facts. Shit. How could I have? How could I have gone with no facts? Oh my gosh. How could I? God, I'm such a factsless moron. Ugh. Fucking idiot. Holy shit. Said he worked 65 years. I just figured he meant that he was turning 65. Do an end of the year call awards. That's actually a great idea. I would need to set it up and then have you guys nominate calls. I think would be the best way to do it, right? Shout out to, oh shit, I missed a bunch of these. T-Chan Clam for subbing for 1 month on Twitch. Thank you so much. Addy the Fatty for resubscribing for 7 months at tier 1. Thank you so much, Addy. USC Trojan, thank you for resubscribing for 6 months at tier 1. Thank you so much. Froggy Blanket, thank you for resubscribing for 1 month at tier 1. Thank you so much. Alan Michael, thank you for the bits, and thank you for gifting 5 subs on Twitch. Amazingly, thank you for also gifting 5 subs on Twitch. And the Cynical One, thank you for gifting 5 subs on Twitch. Ozda also, thank you for the bits. The Cynical One, thank you for resubscribing for 6 months at tier 1. And Inspector Magnetics, thank you for resubscribing with your Prime for your 34th month. Thank you guys. Thank you to all the Twitch subs. Thank you, squad. Nominate Gohan. Yeah, Gohan was definitely one for the ages, right? Um. Anyway, we're just waiting as Pillow goes through the calls in the screener, and once we get some through, we're gonna bring up another call. Joey Wander said day 6 asking if you've read Wretched of the Earth France Fanon video when. Haven't read it. Maybe I will. Haven't yet. Apologies. Okay. All right. Let's keep it moving here. All right. Next up, we're going to bring up Pierce. Pierce is pro-life, so I guess we're going to have a conversation about abortion. Pierce, if you can hear me, could you provide me your age and pronouns, please?
40, and I don't give a rat's ass about pronouns.
Okay, well, I didn't ask if you cared about them. I just asked what they are.
Normal guy thing.
So then I'm assuming he, him.
Yep. Sorry. I don't know. I just find that silly.
You find what silly?
Using pronouns silly. It should be an obvious.
Why would it be obvious?
Well, okay. answer me this. In 1,000 years, and you find a skeleton, can you tell if it's a guy or a girl?
Depends. We get it wrong all the time currently.
Well, I mean, scientific evidence would disagree with you on that one.
No, it wouldn't. That's why I know
archaeologists prove it all the time.
Nope. This is why I know, because archaeologists have to walk it back constantly. Right now, they actually don't use the bones to determine whether or not somebody is male or female, because they actually find that to be not consistent. They use what the person was buried with. That's how archaeology currently works.
I disagree.
You can disagree all you want. It doesn't make it right.
Well, neither does it make you, because, I mean, at the very minimum, 90% of the archaeological community would disagree with you.
You
can easily find that.
Okay, so provide me a source for that.
Called basic biology?
Nope. You said
called history?
Okay, so this is so you don't have
but
a source.
But that's not what here I'm to debate.
So hold on. Well,
that's
no,
not what I'm here to debate.
You brought it up, so unfortunately, it's what we're talking about now because you brought it up. Don't bring up stuff. No,
I said okay. Let me clarify. I said I didn't care about them. Then you brought the subject up. I didn't care. So that's sideswipe into a different subject.
I didn't bring up archaeologists and skeletons. You did.
Well, you asked a question, and I continued. I
asked a question about your pronouns. You're the one who brought it up to skeletons. That's a you thing.
Well, that's not what I called about.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Huh?
I said it's not. Interesting. Kind of weird to bring it up then.
Oh. Anyway, I'm not going to go on the subject that I'm not an expert in, and neither are you. We can look up stuff all we want, debate it all we want. We are not the experts. Therefore, we have no place to speak.
No, we're not. That's why I don't make a claim based on me. I make a claim based on what the experts say, which is they use they use the things found with the skeleton to determine the sex, not the skeleton itself.
Either way, let's clarify our terms. Does that work?
Sure.
What do you define as a life?
Anything living.
All right, like a single-cell organism, all that. Okay.
That would be one of the anythings, yes.
I'm pro-life, and it's a lot more simple than all kinds of arguments. All right? You have a choice when it comes to pro-choice, right? That's the whole point of it. So, I disagree with abortions in a general sense, at least as contraceptives. You could argue rape and incest and medical reasons. Okay? I can't argue that. I'm not a doctor. Okay? Those are different. But as a contraceptive issue, I'm very much, you're grown-ass adults. Let's go with adults. Leave children out of it. All right? You decide to pull your dick out or spread your legs or whatever. What's the point of sex? Having sex.
To get a nut.
No, to have a child. That's the whole point.
Maybe the way you're having sex, not the way I'm having sex.
No, I mean that's the actual point of sex. Now you can enjoy pleasure out of it.
How likely are you to get pregnant from unprotected sexual intercourse?
I have 6 children.
Didn't answer my question.
Depends on the semen count. Depends on a variety of factors. This is not a simple point.
What's the average? What percentage?
I do not know, but I'm not going off that. I'm going off of what the purpose of having.
Yes, I think the purpose of having sex, if you're saying the purpose is to have a child, you would be more than likely to get pregnant from unprotected sex, right? Like you definitely have a higher than 50% likelihood, right?
My argument is it's for procreation.
Yes, and my rebuttal would be if it's for procreation, then the percentage likelihood of getting pregnant from sex would be high, right?
Like I said, there's factors. Like, there's too many factors to actually,
Okay.
that's the whole point of having it multiple times. Depends on the species.
Depends on the species. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you
What?
think about it. I think it's like for dogs, it's like an 80% chance for all the females in heat. And I could be incorrect there, but I know it's quite high. It's very high. Statistically, I know it's extremely high chance of a dog getting pregnant just one time. So it depends on the species. But the purpose is to procreate.
Yeah. Why do you say that? I don't believe that human biology has a purpose. So I disagree with you on that.
Okay. When you nut, it contains semen.
Yep.
That semen then goes into the woman and creates an egg.
That's just a byproduct.
That is the purpose of sex.
That's just a byproduct.
No, that is the purpose of it.
Prove it's a purpose.
Well, I would say
prove that it's the purpose.
Well, then,
you're not proving anything.
Okay, so by saying that I ejaculate into a woman and the semen goes and fertilizes the egg, that's not the purpose. The purpose of sex is to ejaculate into said woman.
No, the purpose of sex is whatever the people having it deem the purpose to be. We're not mindless creatures. We're not creatures operating off of instinct. We're creatures with our own will. So no, I don't believe there is a purpose to sex unless you are sitting down and making that purpose. So if your purpose while you're fucking is to procreate, then yes, the purpose of that sexual encounter was to procreate. If it's not, then
okay, I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. Yeah, otherwise you wouldn't be going that path.
I'm not.
And it's pretty obvious.
I'm disagreeing with what you're saying.
I'm not.
It doesn't mean I'm misinterpreting it. It means I'm disagreeing.
I'm not saying okay, you're going with the motivation to have sex. I'm going with the actual purpose of sex.
Again, I don't believe that. Again, I don't believe biological functions have a quote unquote purpose. They have an outcome. I don't believe they have a purpose. You're the one using the language.
Okay.
So if you want to use the language purpose, then I'm going to say biological functions don't have a purpose. They just have outcomes.
Okay. I'm trying to wrap my head around the fact that you cannot you can't differentiate the difference between basically what it does.
What is the word purpose? What does the word purpose mean?
Okay, let's go with a different term. Task. Oh no, that wouldn't be a proper one. You understand what I mean. So let's not tiptoe around it.
No, I disagree with what you mean. I disagree with what you mean.
And I disagree with what you mean.
Yes,
but
my point is, I'm not making a claim. I'm just countering your claim.
With an opinion versus biological imperative.
With an opinion, there's no such thing as biological imperative.
Yes, there is. You gotta eat.
Biology doesn't have a will.
It is a causality. You do this, that. That means it's an imperative.
Wait, no, an imperative. Okay.
Okay. Hold on. Let me speak. The point of having sex is to have a child. That child is to continue on our species. That is the definition of a biological imperative. To continue that species. Just like eating is an imperative to keep you alive.
Yeah. I will allow biological imperative, but again, I would disagree with purpose. If you want to say that humans have a biological imperative where we just have a drive to procreate, okay. Doesn't mean that's the purpose of sex. It just means that that's an outcome of sex.
No, they don't always have to be different.
Purpose implies some sort of design.
Well,
you're disagreeing with this.
You're the one implying.
No, the word purpose implies it.
All right. My point, though, still stands. You don't want to have a baby, don't have sex.
41%, 41% of all abortions happen because of failed contraception. So those people didn't want babies and they took the appropriate steps not to have a baby.
Well, my thing is, the argument isn't about contraceptive. The ultimate contraceptive is abstinence.
So the only time people should ever have sex is if they want kids. That's it. No other times people should have sex.
Well, okay.
Do you deem this to be a reasonable solution, or is this kind of a silly solution?
Okay. Depends on... I'm trying to word it right, if that makes sense. This way, it's more clarified. I would say, okay, you and your partner are together, all right? You and your partner are together. And you guys are together, and you plan to have a relationship. I'm not saying the long haul like that. And I'm just saying you plan to have a relationship. And you have sex, you should expect a child. You should never expect not. It's always play safe than sorry.
Okay, you're ignoring the question I asked you, which is, should people not have sex then unless they specifically decide they want to have children? They just should never have sex.
No, they should never have sex without understanding consequences have actions have consequences.
Wait, I don't deny
if
that
you're willing to accept.
Hold on. I don't deny that a consequence of sex is pregnancy. That doesn't tell me anything about why you shouldn't have why you can't have an abortion. A consequence of sex is pregnancy, and then something you can do when you're pregnant is have an abortion. If you don't want to be pregnant.
Okay, it should.
This isn't a substantiation of the claim of a pro-life position.
Well, yeah, but you're not letting me finish my point. Okay, my point is, you should expect to have a child. You should expect to have a child.
Why?
And if you're willing to accept the consequences, you'll have sex all you want.
Wait.
I don't care about that.
But again, this isn't a substantiation of a pro-life position. Sure, you can expect you may be able to get pregnant. Why then can they not just have an abortion?
Because you're not accepting the consequences of your actions.
Yes, you are. You accepted the consequences. The consequences where you got pregnant. It's just that luckily we have a way for people to be able to tackle those consequences if they want to. So again, you're not substantiating a pro-life position.
You're looking for the golden ticket. You're looking for a way out.
I'm sorry.
You're not accepting your consequences.
Hold on. If I have sex, knowing that one of the consequences is I could get like crabs, but then I get some medicated shampoo to get rid of those crabs. Did I actually accept the consequences now that I got rid of the consequences?
That is different.
How's it different?
That's a
substantiate how it's different.
Okay. One is, it still goes to a certain point of accepting consequences. But it is different because you are procreating versus taking a chance of getting AIDS or crabs or whatever.
This isn't substantiating the difference.
You cannot.
You're not substantiating the difference.
One
in
the analogy.
The analogy is if you have consequences and you deal with those consequences, were they still consequences? And the answer is yes. You're trying to say, well, this is different. These are different consequences. Yeah, they're different consequences, but they're consequences not the same.
So your argument is it's okay to cop out. That's your argument.
It's okay to cop out is such a lazy fucking way of like tackling the argument. My argument is you haven't justified why abortion is wrong. It is lazy. Can you justify to me why abortion is wrong? Why is abortion wrong?
Well, hold on. Because the cop out is important. It is important to my argument. It's extremely important to my argument.
It isn't because you haven't justified why abortion is wrong yet.
If you do not want to hear somebody's argument or disagreements, then why do you do this?
I listen to
because you interrupt and you try to sideswipe.
I want you to actually provide an argument. You have not justified to me why abortion is wrong.
Because you will not let me finish.
I've been waiting. I've been here for 15 minutes. God damn, can you just justify why abortion is wrong? We've been here for 15 minutes. Should not be that hard.
It's simple. You got to take responsibility for your actions. If you're gonna fucking have sex, you're gonna have a baby. If you decide to end said baby, then you shouldn't ever have a child.
Still not substantiating why it's wrong.
It is wrong because you're killing somebody.
Okay, there it is. God, it took fucking 16 minutes for you to get here. The reason you think abortion is wrong is stop. The reason you think abortion is wrong is because you think that killing someone is wrong. So my next question to you is it always wrong to kill somebody?
Yeah.
It's always wrong to kill. Are you sure you want to stick with
and
that?
this is coming from somebody who went to war.
I'm giving you an out right now. Okay? Are you sure you want to stick with that answer?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's give a hypothetical. Let's say I have a woman and she is in the process of currently being raped by someone, but she's able to reach over and grab a knife. She shouldn't stab that dude in the neck to end the fact that she's getting raped? That would be wrong of her?
No, there are other means too. Yeah.
What would be the other means?
Okay.
What are the other means?
You could disable the person. You could
doesn't stop him.
You'll see. You just answered. You already answered your own question. She has a knife. Hold on.
One swipe. She gets one swipe because he's stronger.
Okay.
She gets one swipe. I would say swipe for the lethal, so that way you know for a fact you're getting him off of you. You would say, well, she should try to swipe for she should try to just maim, not kill.
Here's the thing. You get one swipe. Yeah, you should maim. Because killing somebody doesn't justify. Okay, so what's worse? Worse, dying or living in agony because of your deed?
Dying.
No, dying is the easy way out.
No, dying is worse 100% of the time. I don't know what you're talking about. This is such a fucking a Marvel fucking viewpoint of life. It's actually worse for them to be alive. Nope, dying's worse every single time.
Well, I would tell you a vast majority of veterans would disagree with you.
Okay, wonderful.
And I know because I'm a veteran.
Wow.
So
I didn't know we were operating off of the veteran scale. My bad. I didn't know that was our scale.
Yeah, no.
Something is better.
I'm definitely off of.
Holy shit! Crazy.
I am. Can you actually let me speak, or are you just going to continue being a child and trying to switch your arguments to?
Switch my argument has been pretty consistent. I've been waiting for you to justify why abortion is bad, and you still haven't.
Okay, interrupting people is childish.
Oh my god!
Okay,
fucking grow up, whoop-de-doo. You get interrupted. Holy shit, dude! Wow, that must be the worst thing to happen to you all fucking day. Can you? Oh, here's the thing. You've made a claim now. You've made a claim now that it is always wrong to kill somebody. So no matter what hypothetical I give you, you are going to affirm that killing somebody was the wrong way to do it, correct? Like let's say somebody shows up to my house, points a gun at my family, and I have the ability to take a kill shot on them. No, that would be wrong to do. Don't kill them. Don't kill them if they're trying to kill your family, Jovan. That would be the morally wrong thing to do. If somebody
if you're worried about killing, then learn the techniques to defend your family.
I'm not worried about anything. It's that you're making an unreasonable claim. And your unreasonable claim is that it is always wrong to kill, which I know for a fact you don't actually believe.
Actually, I do. You do not know that for a fact.
No, you don't.
You do not know that for a fact. Your argument is no. See, there are other means to disable somebody.
Sometimes there are. Sometimes there aren't. Sometimes there aren't. What happens when all other means have been exhausted? What do? Do you let yourself die?
Okay.
All other means have been exhausted. Somebody's going to kill you. You've exhausted all other means except killing them.
Dying, if me dying ensures the survival of other people, then yeah, I'll do that.
Wait. Somebody is attempting to kill you. You've exhausted all other means to stop them. Your last means is to kill them back.
Your argument was my family.
It can be you, it can be your family, it can be whoever. Okay? So now, let's say somebody is trying to kill your family. You've exhausted all other methods. You can either kill them or let them kill your family. What are you doing?
See, that's an oversimplification. Your argument with me earlier about the...
It's not an oversimplification. Yeah. It's actually a hypothetical with multiple points to it. So it's actually not an oversimplified hypothetical. God damn.
But hold on. All right, hold on.
Oh, God.
All right, take a moment, breathe.
Oh, God.
All right.
Yeah, wow.
Now.
I must be so upset right now.
Oh no, there's no reason to get antsy.
Oh, we're getting antsy now. I just want you to answer a fucking question, bro. It's not that hard.
Well, yes, but you need to take a moment to breathe.
I've been
Now,
breathing. Answer the question. Like, goddamn, all you're doing right now is you're vamping every time because you're trying to weasel your way out of the answer. You know what the answer is. The answer is yes. You kill that person if it meant stopping them from killing your family. The answer is yes, 100% of the time. Otherwise, you really don't give a shit about your fucking 6 kids, bro.
Okay, and you have really no understanding of combat or fighting. You're oversimplifying the situation.
I don't need to have an understanding of combating or fighting.
Let's clarify the term.
I've told you in the hypothetical you've exhausted all other methods. I've laid that out in the hypothetical. So it doesn't matter how much. You're not a fucking Jason Bourne out here, bro. You're not going to be out here. What if you have somebody who's better than you at combat? What if you have somebody who's better at you at fighting? What if you have somebody who's done nobody's over-exaggerating. God damn, bro. If you can't answer hypothetical, why are you in the middle of a debate?
You're going and saying you're no Jason Bourne. That is,
you don't know what a hypothetical. I don't think you know how hypotheticals work, my G. It's testing your logic. We're taking your logic to it. It's taking your logic to its extreme.
Logic, it doesn't.
You're an idiot.
God damn. Let's no.
Fuck, you're dumb.
Okay.
All logic is tested to its extreme. All the way you test logic, the way you find out if somebody's position is a logical
position. Have you ever been in a fight?
The way you find out, it has.
Have you ever been in a fight?
Has literally zero to do with the argument. All you're doing is it doesn't. You're trying to weasel your way out of an answer. If somebody has a position, the way you test if that position is logical is you push it to its extreme. So you would rather die than protect your 6 kids.
No, then you get into a... No, it's not. You really don't understand what pacifism is.
It's absurd as fuck.
You don't understand what pacifism is.
Yeah, I think pacifism is
stupid. How is pacifism absurd?
I think it's stupid if your children are on the fucking line. Like, what? I think it's dumb. Gandhi wanted to fuck kids. I don't give a shit about Gandhi. Gandhi wanted to fuck kids. I don't care about Gandhi. What the fuck? God damn.
How do you know that? You're just going off of what people wrote about him.
Well, it's pretty widely reported that
Gandhi his actions, kids. Your actions, his actions change things. I mean, you can make arguments about Martin Luther King, all kinds of people. But that doesn't make
Martin Luther King was not an outright pacifist. He understood that violence was an answer sometimes. That sometimes when pushed to a logical extreme, you would need to use force. Anybody who just goes blanketly, we should never use force at all, ever, no force ever on nothing, is a fucking child who doesn't understand how the actual world works. And God forbid you ever end up in a situation where your fucking kids' lives are on the line. It's good to know that your answer would be, just kill me instead so I don't have to watch my kids die at least. It's fucking ridiculous. God damn, it's good to know that if you showed up and Hitler was there, you would be like, nah, you're good, G. Go ahead. You're good, Hitler. I'd cap Hitler in the fucking dome.
You changed subject from pro-life to fighting for my family.
Subject has not changed. Your position was... No, it hasn't. Nope, the subject has not changed. Your position was the reason your pro-life is killing is bad. So we're testing your logic on your position. Please don't debate if you don't understand how debates work. We haven't moved off the pro-life topic because your reasoning for being pro-life... The reason for you being pro-life was about killing. So don't be a baby now that you've recognized that we're testing your position. And your position is, your reason was for killing. Your reason was you should never kill. That was your reason.
Hold on.
You should never kill.
Stop being a child.
That was your reason.
Stop being a child.
I can play the tape back if I need to. Do I need to play the tape back?
No.
Do I need to play? Because I can play the tape back. I can play where you say... I can play the moment on the tape where you said you should never kill someone.
Did you get disciplined as a child?
I don't give a fuck. Asking. I don't give a fuck about this. Address the argument.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
All I want you to do is address the actual argument.
My argument is, let's clarify. My argument is, you have sex, you create baby. You should not kill baby because you should be a grown-ass adult to know that the baby is being born. If you kill them, then you have...
Why? The answer to the question is why. You're just saying you shouldn't kill them because you shouldn't kill them. Why?
Okay.
God damn.
Because it's
substantiate.
Evil.
Why is it evil?
Evil.
Why?
Killing?
Why?
Because corruption or destruction of innocence is the essence of evil.
The corruption of innocence is the essence of evil. Such a lazy fucking answer. Actually,
Corruption or destruction of innocence.
Okay, great. So again, what you're saying is killing is wrong. So when we just spent 10 minutes arguing about killing, it was to test your fucking logic, you moron. God damn, people like you who call into debate shows with no functional idea of debate are so fucking... You're the most annoying of the people that I talk to. I would rather somebody who just yells for 20 minutes because at least they don't pretend like they know how debates function. Well, part of debates is to analyze the reason. Part of debate is to analyze the reason why you logically believe what you believe. You logically believe that it is always wrong to kill someone 100% of the time. I logically believe that there are justified reasons for killing somebody. Some of those would include self-defense, defense of others. Some of those would include whether or not like somebody is sentient. These would be logically and defensible, justified positions to kill someone. You just blanket believe we should never kill anyone ever for any reason, which I've proven is an illogical position based on the extreme hypothetical.
Have you ever killed somebody?
Thank you for calling. It's been fun talking to you. Suck dick. Mine specifically. God, these people are so fucking annoying, dude. Fucking Christ. Yeah, shout out to Comic Writer for paying to boot. Yes, sorry I didn't see it for a second there. Bro, to tell me you would just let your 6 kids die? Like, that's crazy. Fuck, what the fuck does me killing anyone have anything to do with the argument? It doesn't. It's an ad hom. It's instead of addressing the argument, he's going to point it back to, well, look, you don't know what you're talking about. It has nothing to do with the argument. Look, I don't mind you taking a pacifist claim, and I think there are ways that you can justify pacifism, but I don't think you can do it in a world where some killing is justified, right? I think it's going to be really tough to justify pacifism in like a philosophical sense. The only way that I see pacifism being able to be justified personally, like to yourself, is going to be sorry, somebody commented and said, Jovan, you're acting like a bully. Fuck off, I don't give a shit. When an individual like Jovan cusses every other word in a debate, it shows your audience how low your IQ is. I don't give a fuck about IQ, moron. Fucking eat dick, lick pussy, die. I don't care. Shut the fuck up, dude. You guys are such fucking babies. Holy shit, I can't believe someone on the internet cussed. Wow. Oh my God. I don't care, dude. The fuck would I give a shit? Again, as I was saying, the caller didn't get disconnected. I hung up on him. As I was saying, the only way to justify pacifism is you can personally justify it. And I think a lot of people can personally justify pacifism through like religious doctrine. But then to make a moral claim on everybody else is fucking crazy. There's no way to justify pacifism on a societal level. It's just impossible. Thank y'all for the super chats. We will go over the super chats at the end of stream. You're right. I should just tell people to eat ass. It's better, probably. So again, I think you can fully justify pacifism on the individual level. I think it's fine. But he was trying to make a broad claim that abortion was wrong. And to do that, you have to justify pacifism on the societal level, which I don't think is possible. So yeah. Let's bring up the next person. Next up, we have Connor. Connor is pro-life and wants to talk about it. Connor, can you provide me your age and pronouns, please?
33, he, him.
Okay, Connor, 33, he, him. Connor, you are pro-life, is that correct?
Yes, I am.
All right. Do you believe abortion should be illegal?
Yeah, the termination of a child in the womb, or the killing aspect. Because I know I've listened to you before, and I know your definition of abortion, I think you said, was, anything. It doesn't have to be necessarily like the termination of the child. It could be like terminating the pregnancy altogether, as in like giving birth is also technically like an abortion.
Yeah,
So
I just define abortion as the evacuation of the contents of the uterus. Just so that you know it. The way I define it would just be the evacuation of the contents of the uterus.
Yeah, so the way I'm looking at it more or less is I think the killing of the child would be what I would consider I would want to be illegal, yes.
Okay. Justify why that should be illegal.
Well, I think any killing of any innocent life should be illegal.
Why?
And I was listening to the guy right before me, and I think that's kind of, I don't really agree with you very often. Even I watch a show and I disagree with a lot of stuff you say. And I think if he had just put that one clarifier on there, I think he kind of dug himself in a little deep with saying like all killing was wrong. I think if he had just put like a clarifier on it of just saying like the innocent killing of people is what is wrong, I think he would have done himself a little bit more justice.
I think it's definitely an easier position to defend. Let me just ask you, you said the killing of innocents is wrong. Why is it wrong to kill an innocent creature?
Well, an innocent human.
Okay, so it's only wrong to kill an innocent human.
Well, yeah, I don't, say if somebody wanted to go kill a deer, I would say the deer is innocent in the situation, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but killing an innocent human, I think there's quite a bit of stuff wrong with that.
Why is it wrong to kill an innocent human, but not wrong to kill an innocent of another species?
Well, I guess I don't see the benefit of killing innocent. I just don't see there's any benefit to killing innocent humans. I think there's benefit to killing like an innocent deer. I mean, you can use their hide, you can use, them for food.
So the benefit, so that I understand a little bit. If I were an individual and I went hunting and I killed a deer, because the usefulness of that deer will make my life marginally better in some way, shape, or form, this is a benefit to killing that, and I should be allowed to kill that deer, even though the deer is also innocent.
Well, I wouldn't say that it's going to make your life better, but I mean, in certain aspects, but it's going to.
Well, but you said benefit, so benefit would inherently mean that it's
sustain your life. I guess it's going to sustain your life. It's going to help you live. Eating is going to, obviously keep you alive.
Sure. When I'm saying make it better, I just mean that you were saying benefit. So there is some positive. There's some positive to my life from the taking of this innocent life. And so therefore I should be able to take this innocent life because of the positive it gives to my life.
Yeah, but I mean that positive is very crucial to your life.
I mean, what about someone that just kills
say you have one option. You either kill the deer and you survive another day, or you don't kill a deer and you die.
What if I just hunt for sport? What if I just kill the deer and then
it's okay to kill the deer and survive?
So you would disagree with like hunting for sport?
What if you just killed a deer for absolutely no reason?
Yeah, you
I'm
would
sorry, what was that?
you would disagree with hunting for sport.
Well, see, like myself, I'm not a hunter, so I guess I'm not sure. I guess if I had to really think about it right now,
In order to be logically consistent,
no, I
it
guess
would
I
have to
don't
be.
think there's much of a problem with it.
Okay, well then it doesn't matter
I
if it
don't.
makes
No,
my
I don't
life.
think there's a problem with that.
Okay, so then it doesn't actually matter if it benefits the sustainment of my life, because if I'm hunting for sport, I'm not eating that meat. I'm just hunting because it's fun to hunt. So that would directly
Oh, so
contradict
you're
what you
saying that
just
they're
said.
just going to let the deer meat go to waste altogether, or
They
because
might.
I can hunt for sport and donate the meat.
Sure, but that donating of the meat isn't marginally improving your life or sustaining your life or keeping your life extended.
Well, no, but it did as like humans as a whole,
No, but we're speaking
or like
of the
it's
we're
sustained
speaking of
some
the
human
individual.
somewhere.
I'm speaking of the individual though.
So no, if they didn't eat the deer meat, then no, it would not have sustained them whatsoever.
Okay, but you're still okay with this as a form of hunting. That it's okay to hunt. If I hunted
Well, yeah,
and killed
but
a deer.
I never said that killing the deer only had to benefit the one person.
Okay, if I shoot and kill a deer and I just leave the deer carcass in the middle of the woods, is this wrong? Did I do something wrong?
I think that would be wrong. Yes, I
Okay.
do agree that would be wrong.
So taking an innocent human life is wrong, but taking an innocent animal life is not wrong as long as that innocent animal life is used to benefit you or society's life in some marginally consistent way.
Yeah, I think there should be a purpose to it.
Okay. Well, if killing the innocent human marginally benefits you or society's life, why wouldn't that be okay at this point? Like if I have an
Because I also don't think that you should, just because you're able to benefit your life, that you should be able to critically damage somebody else's.
But you are okay with critically damaging the deer's life.
Yeah, because that's not a human life.
Okay, so it's about being a human.
I hold human life above any other life, though. I'm a hold human life above any other animal life.
Okay, why?
Okay, so my basic answer, I'm gonna have to try to choose my next best option because you're not gonna agree with. My top answer is gonna be because of God, but let me try to think of something outside of that real quick.
I mean, that can be your answer. It would just be an indefensible
I would have to say
position.
society. I'm gonna have to. My next one would just be they're gonna benefit the society.
They're gonna benefit the society.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I just think that so if everyone just went on a killing spree and just killed whoever they wanted and held no value to any life, I mean, the human existence would just kind of go down quite a bit.
Sure, but I mean, we're not talking about a killing spree, right? We're talking about one specific type of killing of human beings, right? Which would be the taking of life.
Well, yeah, but if you think about it, that one specific type is accounted for like millions and millions of human lives.
Are we birthing more than abortions? Like, is the birth rate higher than the abortion rate?
Well, it depends on what country you're in.
I'm just talking globally.
I guess I don't know the statistics on America or
globally.
Other places,
I'll tell you globally, the answer is the birth rate is higher than the abortion rate. That's why the number of people on Earth keeps going up.
Actually, yeah, I would have to agree with that because obviously, how would you get like 9 billion people? But yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
So it's not like the abortions that are happening. But if you legalize
it though, and if you make it legal everywhere, and you allow people to do it at will, then I don't think that would necessarily. I think that would change significantly.
Canada has legal abortions currently, like free and legal throughout the entire pregnancy. And Canada has
entire country?
Throughout the entire country and throughout the entire pregnancy. And their abortion rate is lower than ours.
Well, just okay, but it also
making abortions legal doesn't increase abortions. What increases the abortion rate is specifically like the number one cause to it is the wealth gap. Wealth inequality is the highest reason for the abortion rate's high. I don't remember what the number is specifically. I think it's like 60% of abortions are due to financial stressors.
Okay, but whether if it's legal or not, it would still be wrong.
73%. 73% of abortions are due to financial stressors. Yeah, but you're saying the reason we shouldn't make it legal. The reason we shouldn't make it legal, right? Because you said you couldn't use the argument of religion, which I agree. It's just an indefensible position if you try to use religion. But the reason why we shouldn't make it,
I don't agree with that whatsoever. But
well, it is because you'd have to prove God, which is impossible to do. No, like I'll tell you right now, if somebody could prove that God existed, if somebody could prove that God existed and prove that every time you had an abortion you're going straight to hell, then yeah, it would be morally wrong to have an abortion.
No, nowhere in the Bible. No true Christian would ever just tell you just because you had an abortion automatically means it's a one-way ticket to hell.
Well, if killing is
so there's a thing called repentance and forgiveness.
Well, that's a whole different conversation. Which I just don't see the point in getting into. But what I'm trying to say to you is your reason for saying abortion should be illegal boiled down to, well, if too many abortions happen, we're like the rate of abortions is going to be too high. But we've already shown that the rate of abortions aren't going to be high if we couple abortions with societal changes that would like help people who are poor and whatnot, because that would 73% of all abortions that happen would stop if people could afford the pregnancy and could afford the kids. So then what is the actual reason that
do you believe that? Do you think it's a net good for people to have human rights?
Do I think rights are a net good? Sure.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Okay, so then why do we not give all humans human rights?
Oh, because my rights aren't based on being human. I don't think humans get rights just because they're humans. I think
that's literally in them.
No,
why do you not get human rights because you're human?
Because I don't believe in such a thing as human rights. I just believe in rights in general. And humans, like many other creatures on the planet, has a use for rights. And I believe that humans shouldn't be the only creatures on the planet that get rights. Right?
Would it be wrong for me to come into your house right now and kill you?
Yes. But not because I'm human.
Would it be wrong for you to go to the store and pick up cow meat and eat it?
No. But it would probably
so then you do value hold on.
Wait. Let me because these aren't comparable. It would be wrong of me to kill a cow. Eating a cow that's already dead is not wrong.
But you'll eat a cow?
Yeah, if it's already dead, yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, would it be wrong if if I walked into the middle of a field and there was a cow laying on the ground dead and I ate it? Is that wrong? No. There's nothing wrong.
I'm sorry. I was in complete disbelief. Can you repeat that question one more time?
If I walked into a field and there was just a cow laying dead in the middle of the field and I ate it, was that wrong?
Well, no, but that's not the process in which you get your meat.
Oh, wait, but I'm saying I believe factory farming is wrong. I believe we should not farm animals. I believe we should not.
It's not stopping you from getting the meat at the store.
Wait,
just because you believe factory farming is wrong, you're literally.
I think you're missing the point here. If we're
that makes no sense.
Wait, if we're talking about the principles here, right? First of all, whether I do it or not does not change the principle of the matter, right? Right? I can just say I personally am immoral, but these are probably the moral decisions that we should make, right? So this is different. So one, yes, I believe eating an animal is not morally wrong. I believe killing animals is morally wrong. Now, yes, I believe that you eating animals contributes to factory farming. Absolutely. But I would just say I'm immoral here, that I'm making an immoral choice when I do this.
Yes, and then once again, you would be making an immoral choice to kill a human, an innocent human, in the womb.
Yes, but
you'd be making another immoral choice.
Hold on,
to do so.
Why is it immoral to kill a human in the womb?
That would be an immoral choice.
No, I don't, because I don't. Prior to 24
weeks, taking of a human, it's taking of an innocent human life.
Again, don't care that it's human, right? But for me, what makes killing wrong is if
You
you're
do,
killing
because you literally said that
No.
it would be wrong for me
You
to go
have to-
into your house and kill you.
Yes, because
You
I'm
literally
sentient.
said it would be wrong for me to go into your
Yes,
house and
because
kill you.
I am a
Why?
sentient. Because I'm a
Why would it be
sentient
wrong?
creature.
You said it was wrong.
I'm
So why would it be
answering
wrong for me to go into your house and kill you?
Are you listening? Because I've literally answered you 3 times. Because
Go ahead.
I am a sentient creature that can experience, and it's wrong to kill other
Doesn't matter.
sentient
They
creatures.
experience too.
No, they don't. Fetuses prior to 24 weeks cannot experience.
Yes, they do.
No,
They
they
might
don't.
not mentally experience
No, they
it,
don't
but
at all.
They physically experience it. They
No,
100%.
no.
Yes, they do. They 100%
No, they don't.
physically experience
It's impossible.
yes, they do. Yes, they do.
It is
No,
physically
it's not. Their body
impossible
still went through
to
damage.
experience.
Their body still goes through the damage. They still experience it.
Connor, I need you to fucking take a breath right now. If I take a rock and I smash that rock with a hammer, did that rock experience something?
Oh, that rock's not alive, dude. That makes no sense.
Okay, let me ask you another question. Let's say I have a brain dead person. Let's say I have a body that's still living, right? This body is still alive and functioning. The brain is dead, and I blow that body up with a stick of dynamite. Did that body experience something?
Yes, that body experienced something.
No,
yes,
it didn't.
100%.
You don't know what experience means on a philosophical level.
Yes, it did.
No, you don't know what experience means on a philosophical level. You don't. Experience doesn't just mean had something happen to it. That's not what experience is. Experience is a subjective form of you being able to interpret or relay information from the world around you to your brain. And without the appropriate brain functionality to do this, which fetuses don't have until 24 weeks, you physically can't experience. It's impossible. There aren't the structures necessary to experience the world. There's no subject prior to this. There's no subject to do the experiencing. The subject doesn't exist yet.
Okay. Fine. I understand what you're saying. So do you think, because you said that you don't think that they should be taking of sentient life and at all. You think it's wrong to take sentient
I think it's wrong
sentient life.
I think it's wrong to unjustly take sentient life. There are going to be justifications, but I think as a whole, it's wrong to unjustly take sentient life.
Okay. So you're saying before the 24 weeks, they're unsentient. After 24 weeks, that's when they gain sentience.
They would gain the capacity for sentience at around 24 weeks. Sometimes it can be
But
earlier.
you don't
We can
care.
do.
You would.
I would
Yeah,
what?
yeah. It's. Let's just set it at that time. Otherwise, because I mean, you can argue how soon or later they get it, but you don't care about that technically, because you don't mind if a woman has an abortion at 9 months.
I would say
You
that
leave it up to the woman to decide.
no,
If you don't want to infringe.
no,
What was that?
incorrect. Incorrect. If it is past 24 weeks of gestation, I think the type of abortion that should be had is a non-lethal abortion, unless medically it is impossible to do, and the only way to have the abortion is to kill it, in which case I would leave the decision up to the person who's pregnant. They would make that decision.
Thought I watched one of your videos before where you said it was just solely up to the woman's discretion, but maybe I misunderstood then.
Yeah, this has been my position for like 2 years. So,
But I might have misunderstood that. But I guess who cares if it's sentient, if it's going to have the ability to gain sentience?
because I don't care about potential, I care about capacity. Right? Like,
you care about potential in a lot of things in life.
no, I don't.
You don't care about potential in any aspect whatsoever in your life.
No,
None whatsoever.
I care about capacity.
Okay, the baby has the capacity to gain sentience.
No, it has the potential to gain the capacity. Capacity means capacity means that all the structures required to do this are there. It's just not turned on. Potential means it may get all of those structures at a later date. So, for instance, the way I always described it is if I have a car and my engine is in the car and everything on the car is working and all I have to do is turn the key, that car has the capacity to drive. But if I have a car with no engine, That car has the potential to drive once I put an engine in it. But at the end of the day, whether
It has everything it needs to develop and grow. It has the capacity to do so.
It has everything it needs to grow, but it does not have the structures of the brain required.
You have to put the motor in the car in order to do it.
It does not have the structures of the brain required to be sentient. They do not exist yet. So I'm not going to care about something that does not yet exist. But this is also just a subjective value.
So where does it come out? Is it thin air?
Like
it just comes out of thin air.
If I were to get, hold on. This is a subjective value placement, right? Because I can believe that this thing does not have any inherent value, like any objective value. But like if I got someone pregnant and we were trying to have a kid, I would now place value on that. Because this is a subjective, like just talking about where I place my value on something is subjective. It doesn't have universal value, right? And it may not have moral consideration, but the value comes from like what I value this thing as, which is why, again, pro-choice, because it's the choice of the pregnant person and the value they place on it, not the subjective value society places on it.
Okay, yeah, I definitely disagree with that. But if somebody, some madman, what's that? Say that again.
I said based on what?
I just don't think that you can just claim something has value and all of a sudden it has, like, when you're talking a human life.
I'm not
just because. So are you telling me that if I get like real depressed and I get like suicidal or something, my value decreases?
No. Why would it decrease?
Because I think differently of myself. So it's subjectively my moral worth decline.
Why would it decrease? No, when I place,
well, because you're saying that it's subjective. My value is subjective because I think less of myself now. So I should be.
Connor, let me explain it to you. I'm not making value judgments per se. I'm making moral consideration judgments. I'm saying at what point should we morally consider an individual, a person, a being, whatever. And I'm saying the point at which we should morally consider them is sentience. So because there are two actors in here, there would be a sentient actor and a non-sentient actor. Because I place moral consideration on sentience, I'm going to value the experience of a sentient actor before I ever value the non-experience of a non-sentient actor. So in a pregnancy, I have a pregnant person who is sentient and a non-sentient being that isn't. I'm always going to place the value on the sentient being. They're going to receive the moral consideration in this conversation, not the being that is not sentient. Now, as soon as that being is sentient, I provide it some level of moral consideration where I'm saying, hey, we shouldn't unjustly kill it, but there will be justifications, as there are justifications for any type of killing. There may be an instance where killing it is justified, in which case I would say, now we can justify killing it if we have to kill it.
Okay, but I think you're hiding behind that, though. I think you completely hide behind that.
That's the argument. What do you mean? That's not
100%. Because if somebody is raped, and they get pregnant, and that baby is sentient. They were pregnant up until the sentience. I guarantee you're going to say, well, you were raped. You can probably just get rid of the baby. It doesn't matter.
No, what I'm going to say is if a person is raped and they get pregnant and 24 weeks go by and now they want an abortion, I would say because the fetus is sentient, it now has a level of moral consideration, and you should go with a non-lethal abortion method. That would be the morally correct choice to make in this scenario. Now, if there becomes a medical issue where it becomes your life or the fetus's life, then I believe you're justified in killing it. I don't believe you're justified in killing a sentient actor unless there is a justification. I don't think that's a justification. So I don't know what you think I'm hiding behind. I'm pretty consistent here.
Well, to be completely honest, I'm shocked in that answer. I honestly would have expected you to say at any point you wouldn't have cared.
Well, I'm pretty consistent here.
Can you explain one more time the pro-choice? So pro-choice, you're saying pro-choice is only up until 24 weeks, or just your the way that you hold to pro-choice, it would only be up to 24 weeks? Because pro-choice would be whether they want to or not, right?
No. So pro-choice doesn't just mean like a la carte. It just means that like there are different types of pro-choice positions. I used to be, I don't know if it's still considered that, but I would be considered an evictionist, which is where we're saying evict the fetus from the body. The only way to evict the fetus from the body prior to viability is to kill it. After viability, after it's viable, then there are other methods to evict it, in which case you use one of those other methods, because it's just about ending the rights violation. So the rights violation would be someone being in your body when you don't want it to be. You don't have to always kill that thing to end the rights violation. Sometimes you just take it out.
How does that not just inherently seem like so wrong, though?
Can you justify why it's wrong?
Well, yeah, it's like you basically imagine you invited somebody into your house, and then you blocked all the exits, and then now you're like victim blaming, or like you're like telling this guy, "Oh, you're in my house. I know you have absolutely no way out, and I'm just gonna kill you." Like, that just seems so inherently wrong.
Yeah, I wouldn't call
Like,
this
you put
analogous.
the baby
Here's how I would frame this in an analogous
you're
way.
blaming the victim.
Here's how I would frame this in an analogous way. Let's say you wake up one day and there's somebody in your house, and this person in your house is incapable of living anywhere else. Like, literally, if they leave the house, they'll die. They're incapable. And so for the next 9 months, you have to spend the entirety of this 9 months taking care of this person. Are you justified in saying, I don't want to do this, and they should have to leave the house? I would say you are. You're absolutely justified in saying,
if you're the one responsible for putting that person in the house. That's the one important detail you left out of it. You were the one that put it in there.
Hold on. Let me rephrase this for a second, because we're now operating under the guise that, like, throughout the 9 months the baby's sentient. It would actually be that if for the first 6 months that the person is there, killing them doesn't harm them in any way, shape, or form. So in which case I'd be like, yeah, why not just kill them? It doesn't hurt them. So you're not harming anything.
You're wrong in that as well. It does harm them. It literally harms their life.
Nope, they are incapable of experiencing harm.
Actually it does.
No, they are literally incapable of experiencing harm. They can't experience harm.
I think harm is going to be killing them.
Why is killing
to their life?
Why is killing something harm?
How is it not?
It's not the question I asked. You are the one saying that killing is.
I guess I don't know
how you could.
How could you articulate it to be anything else?
Well,
how is it anything other than harmful?
Do you mow your lawn?
Yeah.
Did you harm the grass?
No, it didn't kill the grass, dude.
Mowing the lawn can kill your grass.
The grass keeps growing, man.
Okay,
it didn't kill the grass.
Okay, have you ever?
Too much sunshine and not enough water may kill the grass, but you mowing the grass, it's going to continue to grow.
Okay. Let's say you kill a plant. Let's say you put a plant inside your house and it dies. Did you do something wrong?
Yep.
You did something immoral. If you picked a flower and you put that flower in your home and you don't water it and that flower dies.
If I pledged to take care of this flower, if I had pledged to take care of this flower and I let it die, I purposely let it die. Yes, I did something immorally wrong.
You letting the flower die is immoral. Come on.
Yes, like I said, if I
You're not serious about that.
To keep this thing alive, how is that not? That is, I'm being 100% honest. If I pledged to keep something alive and I intentionally let it die, yes, I did something immorally wrong.
Why? Okay, so let's just ask the question then. Why is letting it die wrong? What is the harm that happens when it dies?
It died. That is the harm.
That's just a circular answer. It's bad because it's bad, is what you're saying.
It's not circular just because you can't accept it.
No, it's circular because you're using the question in the answer. Why is it dying harmful because it's dying? That is no. That is my friend. That is like the definition of a circular answer. Why is it dying harm because it's dying is a circular answer. You're not answering the question. You're just restating the position. I know you believe that it dying is harmful. I'm asking you to substantiate why.
I don't know for the flower. I can't think of anything off the top of my head for a flower, but
For anything. For literally anything that dies. Why is dying bad?
well, hold on. I'm not gonna sit here and just say why is something dying bad. Being
Sure.
killed.
Why is killing something bad?
For the same reason that you said it was bad if I just walked into your house and killed you.
I think it's bad because you're ending a currently existing sentient experience. So if you believe it's the same, if you think that's what's wrong is the same thing that I want, then you agree with me. Abortion prior to 24 weeks isn't bad because you're not ending a pre-existing sentient
Well, I've
experience.
already stated that I think the killing of any innocent life is bad.
Okay, and I want to know
A
your
human life,
answer.
sorry.
I want to know what your answer to that is. Why?
Because you just harmed a human life.
Why
you killed
is it
an innocent human
harm?
life.
I'm asking
That is
you
wrong.
to substantiate why killing it is harmful.
Clearly, we're not getting anywhere.
Because you aren't answering the question, my G. You're not substantiating your claim. Again, when you ask the question to me, Jovan, why is killing sentient creatures harmful? Because it ends a currently existing sentient experience. When I ask you, why is killing an innocent wrong? You just respond with, because you're killing the innocent. You're not substantiating the answer.
I mean, you're taking away from a potential life here. I mean, I don't understand how that's not a reasonable answer.
Why would ending a potential life be bad? It's not a life yet. It's got the potential to someday be a life. Why is it bad to end something that does not yet exist?
100% is a life.
Okay, so then why
it does
is
exist.
ending?
How does it not exist? That's where I think we get because you go around in these weird curves and you're trying to confuse me or something.
Connor, why is it wrong to end a life?
I have that, buddy. No, you can't have that. Stop. You're taking away the potential life experience of another human.
Okay. You're taking away the potential. Why is it wrong to take away that potential? How does taking away potential harm this creature?
Because you don't know what good that potential could have had.
What if that creature...
Or you don't know the impact of that life could have had on in the world.
What if that fetus would have grown up to be the next Hitler? Then did I do a good thing?
So, not necessarily. So I think Hitler played and I'm not like Hitler, I'm not pro-Hitler by any means, but I think Hitler, what he did and then what came after was a net good. Not what he did. What he did was really wrong. I don't know. I think a lot of good came after what he did, is what I'm trying to say.
Did that good outweigh 6 million people being murdered?
So basically what I'm trying to say is one bad thing could happen, two good things could happen.
What about 6 million bad things? What about 6 million bad things?
Well, there could be 12 million good things.
What were the good things that outweigh the 6 million?
You don't know. That's the problem, though.
Wait, what were the
bottom line is the fact that neither one of us know.
Connor, what were the good things that outweighed the 6 million people being killed in the Holocaust?
Say that one more time.
What's the good things that outweigh the 6 million people being killed in the Holocaust?
Well, we got rid of Hitler. He's not able to kill 6 million more.
Connor, there's no way that was a real answer. You're pulling my dick, right? You have to be pulling my dick.
I can't sit here and just name every good thing that's happened after the Holocaust.
Connor, you said that good came out of killing Hitler when we did, or that, no, you said good came out of the Holocaust, and that good you're saying now would be that we killed Hitler so he couldn't keep doing the Holocaust.
No,
When my whole claim was, what if we... No, I'm not. What my whole claim was, what if we killed...
You threw. This is where I was trying to say, like, where you're trying to get confusing. Who cares about the Holocaust?
Because your claim was, what if the fetus... Because your... Connor,
no,
your
I'm
claim,
just saying, like,
your claim, Connor, your claim on potential is that what if the fetus grows up to do something good? And my claim is, what if it grows up to be like Hitler? This is why potential is a dumb reason to like focus on something. Potential is something that is like is so conceptual that there's no way to justify anything here. You're not harming something by killing something.
Okay, do you think
before
that
it
there's
exists.
more good people in the world than there are bad people?
I don't have an answer to that. That doesn't matter in my thing. It's still potential. I don't care what the potential of something is. It's not currently existing. Should I give a 5-year-old alcohol because it potentially can be 21 someday? No. Should I give a 15-year-old a high school diploma because potentially? No. I'm saying, why would I treat something like the thing that it is not yet? I'm going to treat it like what it is, which is not yet a person. So thank you for joining us. But at this point, I'm fucking clocked out. Sorry it took so long, but thank you guys. I moved on. I feel like fucking alpha. My head is pounding after that one. Homie really said it with his whole chest. Well, he won't kill any more people. What? Well, he won't kill any more. Oh my God. I'm going to be honest. I think I'm checked out for the day. Holy shit, dude. I know it's not been a long stream, but fuck, dude. I think that might have been my limit. Truthfully, I have to text Arden. We're supposed to do something later. Dude, that was crazy, bro. He said, well, he's not another. He won't kill any more people. It won't be. Fuck, I've missed so many super chats. God damn. Hold on. Let me try to put all of these other super chats into the queue. Like, dude, what the fuck? All right, we'll take the next call. It's another pro-life call, so let's see how this goes. Hopefully better than the last ones. So up next, we have Justin. Justin is also pro-life with very few exceptions. Justin, if you can hear me, can you please provide me your age and pronouns, please?
Hey, what's going on? Actually, my age is 39, and I don't deal around with the whole like pronouns. I don't deal with that.
You don't deal you don't use pronouns at all?
No, I'm born a male, so I'm male. So keep it simple.
So just confirming, you don't use pronouns.
Right.
Okay. That's fine. I'll accept that for the rest of the call. Justin, you won't use a pronoun. If you do use a pronoun, I'm just gonna stop you in your tracks to be like, hey, careful, Justin, you're using a pronoun. You might even hear a buzzer sound. Might sound a little something like that. So just So we can continue the rest of the conversation, just no pronouns, okay?
Yeah. So now, question: what are yours?
What are my what? Yours a pronoun,
Your
by the way.
pronouns.
He, him.
Okay, cool.
Now,
So yeah, all right.
Now, Justin, you want to talk about abortion as well, correct?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So I guess you tell us, because
Nope,
I just now got done.
be careful, really quickly, Justin.
What is
Just be
your
careful.
stance?
Just be
on
careful.
that?
You're using pronouns right now, so I just want you to be careful. You is a pronoun. Your is too, technically.
Sure, but what is your stance on this?
You're using pronouns again?
I don't care. Yeah, but what is your stance though?
Sorry, Justin. I is also a pronoun.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and stay focused.
Oh,
All right,
let's
so
is
what
a
exactly-
let us would be an abbreviation.
What is your
Let's is an abbreviation of let us, which us would be pronouns. Just be careful.
So are we going to talk about the issue, or are we going to
We
skirt around it?
We is a pronoun. Be careful.
So do you not want to use pronouns?
You're the one who said you don't use pronouns, Justin. That was your claim, not mine.
I don't care to listen.
Nope.
I will address you.
I again,
we,
you.
whatever. But when it comes to dragons and all that other stuff, yeah. So now, let's go
Justin,
talk about the
I don't
issue.
care if you use pronouns or not. Just stay consistent. If you're gonna tell me I don't use pronouns, stay consistent in that. If you're not consistent, that's fine. But I would rather you be consistent when you say something.
So then, look, for the basis of this conversation, let's go ahead and use them. So now let's go ahead and get to the meat of the topic.
Oh, okay. Then what are your pronouns, Justin?
Him.
Oh, there you go. Wow. 3 minutes of my life I won't get back. Okay, back to the conversation. Justin, justify me the pro-life position.
Justify the pro-life.
Yep.
Simple. Murder is wrong.
Okay. I don't believe that it's murder, so prove to me that it's murder.
Why don't you believe that?
Murder would need to be an unjustified killing, and I don't believe that abortion would be unjustified. Can you prove to me that it is an unjustified killing?
You don't believe that it's so you don't believe that taking the life of an individual is wrong?
No, I don't believe taking the life of an individual is always wrong. No.
Well, always. So then, in what instances would it be not wrong?
When you are using it to regain control of your rights.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. If somebody was like inside of my body, utilizing my bodily organs and resources, and I killed them and took them out of my body, this would be justified. Because they were using my body without my consent. And so to regain my consent, I took them out.
Without your
Correct.
Without your consent.
Correct.
So did you put them in there?
Doesn't matter.
Well, no. Did you put them in there? Yes or no?
No, technically.
You didn't put them in your. So then, how did they get into your body?
Somebody else put them in me.
Was this consensual or no?
Was it consensual for them to put them in me? No.
So are you saying that in every instance that abortion happens, you're saying that it was unconsensual? Is that your
nope.
Is that your argument?
No, I don't think. I think you're losing your own analogy here. Every single abortion
I'm
that's
not trying to crack your logic.
Yeah, I think you've lost your own analogy, which is why I think you're not understanding the logic. Every single abortion, right?
Okay.
That is not a coerced abortion, right? Every single abortion was done because somebody removed consent to the fetus being inside of their body. Every single one. As long as it was not coerced. So yeah, you can remove that consent whenever. It doesn't matter if you put them in there or not. Consent needs to be withdrawn, needs to have the ability to be withdrawn. Otherwise, it's not consent. So yeah, if you change your mind and you no longer
So now,
consent,
what about so now, and what was your name again?
my name,
Yeah.
Laquan.
All right. So Laquan. So what about the consent of the individual that's being taken out?
Well, they can't consent because they are not sentient, so they don't have the ability to consent.
Oh, okay. Now we're cooking now. So now you're saying that
Rocks also can't
you're
consent.
we got
So
you
I don't
agreed
understand
out
what the
now. We
point is
got
here.
you agreed out. So now you're saying that. So wait, are you saying that a human being is not sentient?
Prior to 24 weeks of gestation, correct?
So you're saying that that is not a life?
No, it's alive. It's a living creature. It's just not a sentient
Oh,
creature.
no, wait. Oh, so is it alive or not?
It's alive but not sentient. Yes. You don't. Sentience isn't
But
required for life.
is it alive? Okay,
Yes, because sentience isn't
now,
required
and
for
so
life.
in order, what?
Was
Laquan.
biology a hard? Was biology a hard
Laquan.
class for you, or?
I was a bio major. I was a bio major.
I doubt
So
that.
so let's go ahead and break this down. So in order to take a life must have been there.
Yep, I've already
Correct.
said it's alive. I don't know what you think you're arguing here.
So then you just told me that it was wrong to go ahead and take a life, correct?
It's wrong to take sentient life. I don't think it's wrong to take non-sentient life.
So you're talking around in circles right now.
I'm not. Do you know what sentience is? Can you define sentience?
Yes, I understand what that is.
What
but
is sentience?
In your
Sorry,
so
before we move forward, I
basically,
need you to
so
tell
are
me what
you
sentience is.
sentient?
Before
Are
we
you
move,
sentient?
yes, I'm
No, wait,
sentient.
are you sentient?
Yeah.
Okay, so we both and then at one point in time, you were a fetus. No.
At one point in time, I was not sentient. Correct.
So now, your argument is from what you're telling me. You're telling me that you believe that it's right to take human life that is not yet self-aware.
Sentience doesn't mean self-awareness.
And
This is why I
you're
asked you to define
saying
sentience, because I don't think you understand what
and you're
sentience is.
saying that-
Sentience is not
and
self-awareness.
you're
So can
saying
you
that
define sentience for me,
is-
Justin? Can you
and
define
you're
I'm not
saying
moving
that-
forward with the conversation until you define
saying-
sentience.
No.
Okay, I'm going to mute you because you're incapable of tracking a conversation now, Justin. I'm not moving forward until you define sentience, because I don't think you know what it means, and you're acting like you do. And you saying self-awareness proved to me that you don't know what sentience means. So can you tell me what sentience is before we move forward with the conversation? Now you're unmuted. Can you tell me, please?
Did you hear what I just now said?
No, because you were muted, because you wouldn't stop talking. So can you define sentience for me?
What does sentient mean to you?
I'm not asking what it means to me. I'm asking you to define the term. We're not going to point it back at me. I asked you to define the term because it was clear you didn't know what it was when you were using it.
So you're saying that
Okay, I'm going to mute you. I don't need the ramble. I don't need the rigmarole. I need a definition for sentience. What you're doing now is you're vamping. You can just tell me you don't know what it means, and we can move forward with that. I don't need the vamps while you try to figure out a way to define it. So can you define sentience, yes or no? Now you are unmuted. You can tell me now. Can you define sentience, yes or no?
Okay. So sentient actually is this is going to play into your argument, and like I just now said, to be self-aware.
Incorrect.
Capable of sensing or feeling.
Consciousness is self-awareness. Sentience is not self-awareness. Consciousness would be self-awareness.
Okay. Well,
this is why animals are a lot of animals are sentient but not conscious. What?
So basically, you're telling me right now that you believe that it's wrong, that it's right to take life.
I think it's amoral to take. I think it is amoral to take life that is not sentient. I wouldn't say there is a right or wrong to it. I'd say it's amoral. There's no real morality to it because you're not ending a sentient experience. It can become moral if you're doing it to like regain your own level of rights. But other than that, it's just amoral. Or if you're doing it for some sort of utility for like somebody else, then it can become, but just the action itself is amoral.
But I don't know. I don't really subscribe to that, because actually I was at a point where I was in the womb and someone was actually talking about aborting me. So I don't understand why you think that it would have been okay for someone to take my life.
If it was to regain their own rights,
When
it
I was
absolutely
in
would have
the
been
womb.
okay. If it was to regain their own rights and
No,
you
it
were
would
not a
not.
sentient creature now, yes, it would have been okay. Take your emotions out of this. I don't do emotional appeals. It's just boring.
No.
Okay.
I'm just
You're
keeping it a buck.
loading it. You're
I'm
loading
keeping
it.
it-
No,
keeping it
you're
a buck.
loading it with emotion.
No,
You wouldn't have cared if they ended
Laquan,
your life before you were
keeping
sentient
it-
because you weren't
keeping it a
sentient. There
buck.
is no you there to care about it.
Actually,
Sentience requires a subject. There was no
so
subject.
I think that. So let's not raise our voices. Let's go ahead and improve
Okay,
our
goodbye.
argument.
I don't need to talk to someone that's such a child that I talk above 2 decibels and they go, let's not raise our voices. See it, like, fuck, be a child somewhere else, dog. Fucking lick taint. I don't know what to tell you. Eat ass. What the fuck is up with today, dude? Callers today are on some level of fucking like, what? Let's not raise our voices. Okay, then go somewhere else. I don't give a shit. Keeping it a dime is funny. That's the one thing that about the call-in studios. When I mute them, I can't see their waveform. Like when it was Google Voice, I could see them still talking. I can't see that anymore, so I don't know if they're still talking or not while they're muted. But he sounded like he was still talking. Can we get some W. Laquans in the chat? W. Laquan. It's me. I'm Laquan. I get the impression the buzzer helped you blow off some steam. A little bit. I'm going to keep it a Lebanese pound. That's funny. What flavor is the ass? That's a crazy. Where did I get this fucking straw? There's no other cup here except my cup. And my straw is in this cup. Where the fuck did this come from? You mean you can't censor them while they're muted? What? What the fuck are you talking about? You know, Pillow, and this is going to be for all my screeners. I think we need to start having you guys record the screening process, truly. And we can put a compilation of your best crazy call screener moments. I really do. Because you guys get some fun stuff that we don't get. All right, should I read super chats? Oops. Ah! God, my head hurts. Dude, it was 30-something degrees in Florida today. I was like, God damn. All right, let's go through our super chats. Let's go through our super chats today. I think I've got all of them here in the queue, so let's read through them and find out. Okay. Sorry. First up, we have from Comic Writer. Comic Writer, thank you for the super chat. You didn't say anything, but thank you for the super chat. From Fafo, said, I'm literally the ugly version of you. Insane. I'm the ugly version of me, first and foremost. You can't take my job. Next, from Mr. Techknowledge, said, hey, Jovan, big fan. When would be an appropriate time to have discussion about something not on your board? I want to discuss with you the misapplication of intersectionality, how it negatively impacts black males. Oh man, well, I'm going to disagree with that heavily, but you would want to call into office hours, which are Mondays at around 5 o'clock when we do the weekly dump. Next is Royland said malignant boomer yapping. So true, bestie, so true. So true, bestie, so true. Oh my God, my head hurts. Next up is Comic Writer again, which said, I like cat ears. I also like the cat ears. Mizenstrol said, every time a Repub/MAGA gets angry and runs, we win. I just think we win in general. Blue wave, baby. From Rezwan Siraj said, can you hurry up and adopt me? You just need to sign paperwork. I'm a 24-year-old man. Also, girlfriend and I bought some toys. Hey, thank you for buying toys for the, at least I hope that's what you're talking about, for the toy drive. Thank you so much. Next is from Megan. Megan said, I'm just feeling more and more sorry for his wife. Ooh, shit, true. From Pat, oh wait, I have to end the phone studio. From Pat, the cat. Pat in the chat said, feelings that oxytocin, prolactin, and dopamine elicit after orgasm is the only purpose of sex. It just so happens to lead to pregnancy sometimes. Oh shit, true. Levi said, I don't know, when I get into a car, I don't expect to get into an accident. It can happen, but I don't expect it. True. Comic Writer again said, Pierce talks like he doesn't reciprocate oral. Holy shit. Again, from Comic Writer said, can you kick him and tell him he needs to eat out more often? I did, I just didn't tell him that part. I think hair just went back into my throat. Ugh. From Collapsitalism said, finally someone calling these sea suckers. Thank you. You're welcome. Music Sheep said, it's a form of whitewashing. They completely rewrite these historical figures to tell people to not protest. It tells them that doing nothing will solve your problems, but it's actually lies to make you easier to step on. True. Also, was I right about that? Is the Gandhi fucking kids thing true? I could be wrong about that. Someone correct me if I'm wrong about that. Glam Pixie said, funny, Pierce thinks women should bear the consequences of sex, but a rapist shouldn't bear the consequences of rape. Shit, true. Music Sheep again said, when he mentions donating deer meat benefiting other people, couldn't that be the same case for women getting an abortion? Stem cells, baby. Music Sheep also said, abortion lowers the amount of homeless people, sick children, poverty, child abuse, depression, rape, and death. Abortion is verifiably a net positive. I would agree. From K-Bean said, this is going nowhere, let's move on. And we did. Collapsitalism said, caller, be pro-life and go raise your kids. The Squanchinator said, Jovan needs a scarecrow. He can put the camera and call Straw Jovan for callers like this. True. And then Music Sheep said, fuck this, end the call. And I did, because I'm a sucker for doing what you guys say. Thank you so much to our super chatters today. Thank you on Twitch. Let's just try to get through all the other Twitch stuff. Shoja 198, thank you for the gifted subs. Mr. Pipe Dream, thank you for the gifted subs. Nova Light, thank you for resubscribing for 1 month. Daija Dreamer, thank you for resubscribing for 3 months. Astral Calico, thank you for gifting a sub. Firehawk, thank you for resubscribing for your 35th month. Yazra, thank you for resubscribing for 2 months. And that's it. Okay, sweet. Thank you guys. I know today was a bit shorter stream. We'll have a longer one tomorrow. I have been Jovan. I was chilling. Gandhi was sleeping with his 14-year-old niece. Oh! True. Oh shit. Thank you guys for being here. I have been Jovan. It has been a fun stream. I know it's a little shorter today. It won't be as short tomorrow. Me and Arden got some stuff we got to do tonight and film some stuff for a special project we're doing for you guys. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for the stream. I will see you guys tomorrow, Wednesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. Bye-bye.